Mojaveland is more than a miniature golf course. It came with a house. So today I'm going to show you this old homestead, which has been here since I bought the place about 2 years ago. And I'm going to talk about the history of the homestead that I know and my plans for it. This house was probably built in about 1940. 29 Palms started to be developed in the 20s and 30s. And this house belonged to the Smith family, which is a pretty famous family. They are the pioneers, one of the original pioneers. And this house belonged to the younger brother. His name was Harry Smith, and he passed it on to his son, Tookie Smith. And then Tookie passed away, we believe, in the early 90s, and the house became abandoned. So it's been abandoned for 30 years, but it's still in pretty good shape, and I would like to save it because it has a wonderful aura and it's got a lot of history to it. So come in, I'll show you. This room is the original homestead. And what I mean by that was the pioneers came here, they built it by hand, and a family, probably of 4 or 5, lived in this one room. There's a fireplace you can see, which is just really sort of amazing and beautiful, sort of magical. And then I have used the homestead for artwork. So there are artworks you're seeing that have been placed in here since Mojaveland opened. The floor is pretty cool because it's got holes in it. And one of the Smith cousins told me that he was with Tookie in the house one day and they accidentally shot guns in the floor. They shot the floor up. So that's why there are holes in the floor. So I have plans to make this place a gallery. And I would like to open up a door in this wall and have it go out to a covered patio so that there could be an outdoor sort of gathering place and then people could come inside. But I don't want to change this room too much. I want people to understand and feel what it must have been like to been here and lived in a one-room house. This is the west-facing part of the house, and here would be the main entrance that would go directly into the gallery, and then I would extend the roof out and make another sort of covered patio and make a better, more formal entrance. This was probably the front door, and this was a covered porch at one point, and then, like a lot of houses out here in the desert, they enclosed it and made a kitchen. And I just really love these high cabinets up here so that, you know, probably rats wouldn't get to things. There's a bird nest in there. So I have plans to keep this as a little tiny kitchen to be able to use it for, you know, office and people who are working here, and then have an entryway over here, which would be possibly a little shop, you know, something that could receive people, because this is the entrance that would be used to get people to the golf course over there. We've got a couple bullet holes over here. Gives a nice little sparkly light. There are lots of little mementos that Tookie was here. So, for example, his key rack says 2 keys. Isn't that cute? I just think it's so funny. And it seems like his personality was that way. It was just sort of joyful. This is the added-on bedroom, and I use it currently as a gallery. We don't have electricity here, but artists have hung artwork on the walls, and it's sort of a lovely little spot where people can come and see some art. This is the back door, the lovely porta potty. I would like to have some kind of an enclosed patio here for sort of an outdoor meeting space to extend the sort of the footprint of the house to let people enjoy, but maybe enclose it with a wall so that there's some wind protection. This room was probably a later addition of a bedroom and a bathroom. I would I use it for storage right now, and I would have it be the ADA bathrooms and the public bathrooms for the golf course because it's sort of well situated for that. This is the outside of the chimney using the local rock. I just think it's really lovely. I would definitely keep it. Whether I can use it as a chimney, I doubt, but it's just such a beautiful architectural feature. It feels sort of, I don't know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs cottage type thing. And the murals that you're seeing on the side of the house are all painted by kids and some adults who have come to Mojaveland. And so after they play golf, I decided, okay, let's just let them paint directly on the house, and it's a really fun activity. And the parents usually sit in the shade of the tree and watch the kids paint. There is something about painting directly onto a house that gives people a lot of joy. Normally, you don't get to paint on a house, and I just think it makes people happy. So, where are we with this beautiful homestead on Mojaveland? I am working with the city, and I'm trying to solve the infrastructure problems of water and electricity, a few other things. And it's going to take a lot of work. I'm under no illusions, um, but I would really like to save the house. It cannot be a residence anymore. It is a commercial property, and the house has been abandoned for 30 years, so it cannot go back to being a house. It needs to be a business, an office, a gallery, a shop, something like that. So hopefully I'll be updating you, and you'll be interested in the progress.